Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Razia and I'm here to help you make better skincare choices. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads, and you can also check me out over on Instagram and TikTok for more. It's already April, so you know what that means. It's time for another monthly favorites installment. This is just my series where I go through products that I've been using from the month before, and I go through some of my favorites, my not so favorites. I try so many products all the time, always rotating different things in and out. There's new releases, all that kind of stuff. So these monthly videos just give me a chance to go through some product reviews for you. I've got a cleanser, a couple of sunscreens, serums, so it's gonna be a fun one. And if you're in Sydney, it's like we're all of a sudden in the middle of winter, so snuggle up, get yourself a cup of tea and enjoy this video with me. This is the Murad Hydration Prebiotic 4-in-1 Multi-Cleanser. To be completely honest, I don't know why they've called it a 4-in-1 cleanser. It's just a cleanser, really. In terms of the actual product, so it's a hydrating cleanser that's supposed to be able to remove makeup and clean the skin as well. This one definitely delivers in terms of it being a hydrating and gentle cleanser. It feels really nice to use this one. A cleanser like this I think would actually be ideal for a lot of you now that we're getting into the cooler weather and the winter months are coming up. It's really hydrating, it's gentle on the skin. It does form a little bit of a lather, but it's nothing too foamy and it doesn't really strip the skin at all. I do have dry skin, so I could easily use a cleanser like this year round. But for those of you that like to switch to something more hydrating in the winter time, this is definitely a really good contender. If you wanted to use this one for makeup removing purposes, you could. You just have to use dry hands, massage it onto dry skin, and it does kind of work the makeup down a little bit. It doesn't work as well as a balm cleanser to break the makeup down off the skin, but it does work to some extent. And then you can add the water, emulsify it, get it really nice and lathery, and wash it off, and it does remove the makeup in that way. I would use it that way to remove makeup if I was only wearing like a little bit of makeup, but when I've got a full face like I do now, I prefer to just do my standard double cleanse with a balm or an oil cleanser and then follow it up with a cleanser like this, just to make sure that I'm getting every bit of makeup off. This is not as powerful as a balm cleanser when it comes to removing makeup. In terms of it being a gentle and hydrating cleanser, yeah, it definitely checks those boxes. Next we have a serum, and this is a new release from Innisfree. This is the Retinol and Cica Repair Ampoule. This one came out just about a month ago and I had been trying it out for that month, and I also did a TikTok collab with Innisfree for this product launch. My review of this serum in this video is not sponsored though, this is just me sharing my thoughts. This is a retinol serum that has been designed to be more gentle on the skin and suitable for those with more sensitive skin, so that you can use it quite frequently throughout the week without risking damaging your skin in any way. Along with the retinol, it has Cica, which is Centella asiatica extract. It's also got some ceramides in there and hyaluronic acid to help with the hydration, and also have some skin strengthening properties as well. So I really liked that. I liked that they combined the retinol with those hydrating and strengthening ingredients, because we know retinol can have some of those side effects on the skin that aren't so favorable. So having those other beneficial ingredients in there really helps with that. And for me to test just how gentle this serum was, I thought I would really push it, and I was actually using this one daily for about 3 or so weeks. And this one did not damage or irritate or dry out my skin at all. So I think this would make an excellent retinol serum for those of you that are looking to start your retinol journey, or if you have very sensitive skin, you have a hard time finding a retinol that you can tolerate, something like this might just be what you're looking for. You don't have to use it every day like I did, but it's something you could start to incorporate into your skincare routine once, twice, or 3 times a week. And I think it would be really good for those of you with more sensitive skin types. Before this retinol, I was using my SkinCeuticals 0.5 retinol cream about twice a week. That one is very strong, which is why I only use it twice a week. And I use it mainly to keep my acne away, which it does very well. And that's really the main way that I can test the efficacy of a retinol product. I have very acne prone skin. If I'm not using something that directly combats acne, I will have acne really all over the place. Yeah, I have not had any acne flare-ups while using this for the past month. So that's how I know that the retinol was still working in my skin. Next up, I've got another serum for you. This is the Skin Physics Oxygen C Vitamin C Brightening Serum. As many products as I try, and as many things I try to make sure that I do for my skin in terms of my skincare routine, vitamin C is just one of those steps that I'm always lacking. I'm always randomly trying a new vitamin C, but I never just find anything special about it. I either cut the vitamin C from my routine or I just replace it with something else. So I thought I would try another vitamin C. This one does not contain L-ascorbic acid, which is pure vitamin C. It contains a vitamin C derivative, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is supposed to be gentle and stable on the skin. And it only contains 2.5% of that vitamin C derivative. So a very, very low concentration. We've got a lot of vitamin C's out there that are at least 10%, and that seems to be the standard. But this one, we've only got 2.5%, so very low amount. And you've also got 2% niacinamide in this one as well. If you're wanting a vitamin C serum for the benefits that vitamin C is supposed to have in terms of brightening the skin, reducing hyperpigmentation, boosting collagen, being a really strong antioxidant, this is not the serum that I would recommend. If you're wanting a basic antioxidant, slightly hydrating, all-in-one kind of morning serum that you can find at the chemist and is priced really well, which while it's not going to do the miracles that vitamin C is supposed to do, it would have some antioxidant benefit to the skin. You've got the 2% niacinamide in there, which is a really good concentration of niacinamide to have. Along with the sodium ascorbyl phosphate and the niacinamide, you've got glycerin, hyaluronic acid, you've also got kakadu plum extract. So a nice blend of antioxidants and hydrating ingredients, so it would make a nice all-in-one morning serum. Maybe if you have a hard time finding vitamin C products that your skin can tolerate, because I know vitamin C is not for everyone, this is one of those products that you could use as your replacement instead. I'm not going to completely write this product off. It's not a bad product in any way, but it's just one of those, you know, it could work for some, but I'm not going to tell everyone to run out and get this one. You know what I mean? Next up, I've got a sunscreen for you, and this is the Alpha H Daily Essential Moisturizer SPF 50+. How many sunscreen videos have I made at this point? Somehow this one flew under the radar for all of them, and I never picked this one up to try for those videos. I don't know how I missed it, but I did somehow. Anyway, grabbed this one off Adore Beauty recently just to try it out. I think it was on sale as well. I was very happily surprised by this one. It pretty much ticked all the boxes. It was nice and moisturizing, no white cast, no peeling. Pretty much did everything you want a good sunscreen to do. It is very moisturizing, so I find that I didn't even need to wear a moisturizer underneath, which is quite nice for lazy days. The only thing is I was expecting this one to have more of a matte finish, because it says on the back here that it acts as a mattifying primer to the skin, but I found this one to be very glowy, and it took a while for that glow to settle down and for it to find that satin matte finish. That's my only questionable thing about this one. If you've tried this one, let me know in the comments if that was your experience as well, because I was a bit surprised at how long it took for the mattifying effect to take place. Not a deal breaker by any means. I like a bit of a glow with my sunscreen anyway, but I know there are people out there that look for mattifying sunscreens, which this one describes itself as a mattifying sunscreen, and it took a bit too long to become matte. I don't know if it was just me though, so let me know in the comments if you had the same experience or different with this one. Next, I've got another serum, and this one's really exciting to me anyway. And this is the Bioscience Squalane and Copper Peptide Rapid Plumping Serum. This is the first Bioscience product I've tried, you guys. Finally, I have jumped onto the Bioscience train. Before getting into the product, the one issue that I already have with Bioscience is the price. They are not cheap at all. But anyway, in terms of the actual product, it's described as a rapid plumping serum, and that pretty much describes spot on the instant effect that you get when you use this serum. There are a lot of hydrating ingredients that are packed into this bottle, and it's a nice 50 ml size as well, which is very refreshing. Along with the Squalane and Copper Peptide, you've got glycerin, propanediol, hyaluronic acid, panthenol, camellia extract, eggplant extract, turmeric extract, and a bunch of other extracts as well that have good benefits for the skin, I'm assuming. So yeah, just that nice blend of hydrating, soothing, and antioxidant benefits all in one serum. And obviously the Copper Peptide is the main attraction here. I did recently watch a YouTube video from the Dr. Lee YouTube channel. I'll have it linked in the description below if you're also interested in learning more about copper peptides, and they're actually a really interesting type of ingredient. The main attraction with copper peptide is that it's supposed to have antioxidant benefits for the skin, helps with plumpness and firmness, and basically does what you would want a vitamin C to do. But if you don't want to use vitamin C, you'd use copper peptide instead. So the copper peptide combined with the other soothing and hydrating ingredients that you find in this one makes it a really good one and done morning serum, and that's pretty much how I've been using it for about 3 weeks now. It is priced just over $100, so maybe wait for one of those good Sephora sales and consider picking this one up if you're looking for a good morning serum. And the last product, and possibly the most exciting product of the bunch, is the Naked Sundaes Clear Glow Radiant Sun Serum. I was not expecting this product launch at all. I think it just came out 2 weeks ago, and it's a very exciting product launch because this is the first clear sunscreen that we have available in Australia. I've seen clear sunscreens available in different markets. I think in America they have the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen, which is basically like a thick silicone textured sunscreen, and we finally have a product like that available for us here in Australia. The reviews on this one are definitely a little bit polarizing though. People either love it or hate it. Personally, I love it. I actually really enjoy using this one. It's a very unique product. I completely enjoy using this one. It works so well on my skin type. If you are interested in seeing what this one is like in person, check it out at Mecca in store first. See if the texture is something that you'd be able to tolerate on your skin before committing to buying it, because it's definitely one of those textures that's not going to work for everyone. And just so you can understand what I'm referring to when I'm talking about the texture, it's completely clear, as you can see, and very silicone-y, and it kind of just blends away into nothing because it's clear, obviously. It leaves the skin with a kind of slip and smoothness that you would only get by using a silicone-based product, if that makes sense. Once you give it a few minutes to kind of dry down and do its thing, it's not 100% matte. It gives you glow in the right areas, but it's not overly shiny whatsoever. You don't feel it sitting on the skin, but when you go to touch your skin, you can feel it on the skin because it leaves the skin with that smoothness that you don't get from any other product. As someone that tries to review products through the camera to give you guys an understanding of what a product feels like on the skin, this is a very difficult product for me to explain because I don't think I've tried anything like it, so I don't know how to explain it properly, which I apologize. I apologize that I'm doing such a bad job of explaining what this product is like. If you're interested, I highly recommend going to Mecca. Check it out in store first so you know exactly what I'm talking about, and then you can make an assessment as to whether you want to try it out or not. I've also used it underneath makeup. I'm wearing it today and makeup sits so nicely on top of this. It kind of works as like that silicone primer. Not so much in terms of pore filling and blurring, but just in terms of the smoothness that it gives. It gives a nice smooth base for makeup to sit on top of. I really hope you can understand where I'm coming from with my very poor description of this product, but it's definitely very interesting. And that pretty much wraps it up for the March favorites and not so favorites. I know I call it the monthly favorites series, but not everything I used is a favorite. It's just products that I'm reviewing from the month before. So, you know, if you have any title suggestions, leave them in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a like. It really does help out my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that already. And don't go anywhere. Check out last week's video where we talk all things getting started on retinol. And I'll see you in the next one.